Hey, so the Giants just won the 2014 World Series, and that deserves a toast. Um, so I have Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout to toast with. So cheers to the Giants. This is in category BJCP category 13C. So it's interesting. Oatmeal Stout is supposed to be between a sweet stout and a dry stout. And so rather than using, similar to a milk stout in its sweetness, but rather than using lactose for sweetness, oatmeal is used. So it's a little bit different flavor profile. I thought that was an interesting fact because I don't ever think of oatmeal stout as sweet. But then again, I don't think I've ever had an English oatmeal stout. I've usually had American. So um, let's get down to business on this. Okay. Okay. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I definitely smell a roastiness, and so that kind of roasty sweetness. Let's see. Dipped my nose in it. I guess I'm smelling it really well. Okay. Um, we're looking for sweetness, definitely. Um, so that roasty sweetness is appropriate. But it has like a creamy quality to it, which is really interesting. Kind of with the roastiness, it's almost like a coffee ice cream is what I'm smelling. So very good. Um, okay. So appearance wise, this is definitely a dark brown to black color. It poured with a little bit of head, but it immediately dissipated. So okay. Flavor. Wow. It has a really deep maltiness. Um, so it's definitely dry. Um, has um, it has wow. The aftertaste is really impressive. So up front, I get a lot of malty roastiness, coffee-like flavors, and then in the finish to aftertaste, it really turns into this really sweet, um, like milk chocolate or coffee ice cream kind of finish. And it is really, really good. I've had a couple of oatmeal stouts that were really bitter, but again, I think that they were American style, and so they may very well have had American hops, which is a little bit more aggressive. Um, this is a very, very drinkable beer. Yeah, I love it. It has a full, Mouthfeel. And a lot of depth of character, and it's just, I'm really impressed by this a lot. I've had a lot of oatmeal stouts in the past. People are like, oh, look, it's oatmeal stout. And when I drank it, I thought, holy smokes, this is so bitter and I don't even know, like overpowering. And I couldn't tell if it was just I didn't like oatmeal stouts or what. But this is great. I am beginning to believe that my favorite beer region is probably English. I really like the malt profiles that give kind of an earthy, like deep um, finish to what starts out as a maltiness. I'm really, really enjoying it. Um, but it does have a dry finish. So it's drying a little bit. Um, Slightly creamy because of the flavor. It has just good carbonation. It's not too much or too little. It's not sparkling carbonation, but it's definitely not flat. It's just good. Very good. This, I might even, that'll be 2 beers in one night, which, that's amazing. Have made it onto my favorite beer list. Overall impression, I think this is a great example. I read through the BJCP guidelines to know exactly what it is that they're looking for. And what the difference is, because I've had many, many, many stouts. I tried the milk stout recently, um, and another one I think as well. But I wanted to know what exactly they're looking for in an oatmeal stout, and I think that this exemplifies it. I'm going to try another American oatmeal stout just to kind of compare. I feel like maybe I judged them harshly, or it was warmer. I'm not certain because this is pretty cold. This glass was in my freezer as opposed to my refrigerator, so it's very very cold. So the flavors might brighten a little bit as the beer warms up, and I'm curious to see how it changes. But this is really really great. I feel like when I read through the style guidelines that is exactly what I'm tasting. So amazing, great job. And it's just great. I love it. I can't even say I love it enough. I think it's wonderful. So there is Samuel Smith's Oatmeal Stout, and it comes in at, I read it before I sat down. Oh, I'm not going to find it now. Mm. Okay, maybe I didn't read it. And I don't think I have the ABV on that for you, but I'll try to look it up and put it in on the comments for this video. But again, if you've never tried it, an English oatmeal stout, I definitely recommend that you give it a shot and compare it to what you've had in American styles. And so they're very, very different and could be a breakthrough for you. I don't know. So go Giants for that World Series win, and cheers.